I'm going to start singing along to that, I'm telling you guys.
Woo!
All right. Welcome to Trading Curses for Tyranny, where a group of 7 orphans have come up in the world, rising to be the Sovereign Seven, setting out on an epic quest that's kind of involved a lot of riding on carts and boats, really. I mean, I guess they did fight a dragon. They did fight some cultists. They killed some kobolds. They overcame an Oni on several occasions. Maybe got a backpack stolen. Who knows? They've had some reputation problems here and there, and there's been a little cussing. But who's to say what's going to work out? But just recently, the party has taken up disguises, joining in amongst a caravan heading north from Baldur's Gate. Some have hired on as passengers. Some are earning their way as guards. We have disguises as blind old Tabaxi, an assistant to that blind old Tabaxi, a pair of half-orc guards, a mouse folk with a wounded foot. We have a hale and a hearty Tabaxi woman taking up position as a guard. And we have another person who wished to hire on as a guard, despite being quite young, relatively small, heavily armed and armored, though, and claiming to be a half-orc, despite a lack of tusks. This exchange was met with some doubt. There was some concerns among the Wagoneers that said that maybe you should just pay the silver, just ride. And no, this particular young blue person said, I shall face them in combat and prove my worth. And Giuseppe, a driver, looked at this young person and said, I really don't want to do this, kid. Let's just, you pay the silver, you ride in the cart, it's all good. And he walked over and he tried to push the little blue person down. The little blue person did not fall down. The little person pushed back. And that didn't go particularly well. And then Giuseppe tried to push again. And the little blue person acrobatically clung to his arm. And then the little blue person upped the ante and flat out killed him.
Oh my god.
With an inflict wounds to the throat of roughly 27 hit points, of which that driver had 10. He killed him twice over with 7 to spare. This dude was Deadsville. And then, as she falls atop his twitching corpse, necrotic energy tearing through his body, she's like, whoops, and raises him from the dead. Giuseppe was understandably confused.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Did it? Did it really seem like a good idea at the time?
She's not an int-based character.
Okay, I will accept that. And you were channeling your inner half-orc at this point. You were thinking, hey, what would J and K do? And you were like, kill them dead. And I'm not sure how they feel about that.
And there were some recent revelations that had kind of thrown her off a bit that not everyone knows about yet. And also the only time I'd previously used that spell, it had done like 7 damage. So she had a mistaken impression about how much that was going to do.
So what I think I heard was your prayers at the end of the day were, look, I'm sorry I flat out killed that dude, but I brought him back. I just want you to know I was working through some issues. And yeah, so that did happen. After that, the party did get on fairly well, traveling north along the road for about 5 days, settling in for an evening. A sharp-eared party member heard cries for help. Please come help us. We're in trouble. And several of the party members left the caravan for a little walkabout. Some casually, because old blind people go out for walks.
Dawn got dragged along. Despite
Did he?
his apparent age and blindness.
Did he? Okay. Someone strode out rather confidently. I don't remember who it was.
You liar.
But after having made their way there, about half the party encountered some people calling out for help atop an enormous sword, larger than any creature, even the giants, unto the size of titans and gods, a sword and skull and hand bone. And on them, stranded, their cart broken, their horse dead, 2 people. The party descended, drew alongside those people, and then felt an enormous pressure in their skull. Luckily, they fought off the intelligence-devouring pressure, striking down the host forms, exposing the clawed brains within that burst out and assaulted them. Adding to the danger, swarms of piranha-like kippers infest the swampy waters. Certain spells were cast that may or may not have damaged the skull of an ancient god and possibly roused his wrath. Fortunately, charming eyelash batting took place, and the god was like, it's okay. But when departing, that charming eyelash batter did offer a small piece of recompense to the gods and received sign that had things gone a little differently, the laws of gravity might have been suspended, allowing fish to fly and filling the air with millions and millions of bitey little teeth. But who's to know? They made their way back and have progressed from there another 5 days to the north, several of them having made notes to stop back and inquire as to what magics might infest that area and be worth researching. The last 2 or 3 days have been pretty miserable. It's been raining. The wind has been howling, coming off the sea, huge clouds and storms. The road has grown a bit muddy. And as everyone battened down for the evening, some conversation was struck up. Teller, one of the caravan drivers, decided to pick on the little blue person a bit, insisting, look, I'm telling you, she's an Oni. Gotta be. I bumped into one of them. It's traveling west towards Baldur's Gate. Wouldn't believe it. Oni, just like the stories, came down, couldn't see her, poof, all of a sudden she was there. Started tearing through the whole caravan, knocking things over, shouting out, hey, where is she? I was like, I don't know. She's like, now listen to you, tell her. I'm like, look, I'm telling you, I don't know. She wouldn't hear about it. She tore about the whole caravan, started kicking everything left and right, smashed in one of our strong boxes. Big flume of frost coming off of it. We guard our strong box as well, I'm telling you. All of a sudden, she's like, hey, gone. Like, flew up high like the birdies, just like the song. You wouldn't believe it, but I'm telling you, you better believe it. A little investigation from Talais uncovered a little more detail that, hey, Oni look, Oni are blue, little girl's blue. Oni can change size, little blue girl's little blue. Oni kills stuff, she kills stuff. Obviously, an Oni. I'm telling you. Conversation didn't get much further than that. Teller, despite a lot of telling, not an excellent conversationalist, and company was declined for the evening. In the morning, the party awoke to find the ground covered by small vines growing so quickly. You can almost see them getting thicker and fatter, flowers blooming and falling off, and little gourds starting to grow. As the party moved around, the gourds and vines gave off a horrible shriek of pain and anguish as they were stepped upon or cast aside. Dame Fidelity, a noble, did not put up with her horse's dislike of this and continued whipping the horse even as it fell. Belowy and Bowie, I think the names are.
I never gave myself a name. That's silly.
Did you? Okay, so it was Bowie and someone, an artist formerly known as, offered to pay for this horse. The noble negotiated brusquely, 45 gold pieces. And the horse Elmer, pasty as he was pulled away and then used as a bludgeoning weapon to damage the cart's wheel. I
wouldn't say used him. I mean, I think he had some built-up anger. But
so you're more of an enabler than a user?
Yeah, I was just pointing out, where a good place to kick the cat might be.
I'm not sure that's a healthy relationship. But to make it all better, the unnamed half-orc guard then bought a large amount of silk to lay down upon the ground and place Elmer the pasty horse upon.
I didn't build him a bed. I just wanted a sheet so he wouldn't get killed by vines.
So you say you didn't buy him a bed. You've laid this horse down in silken sheets. But in the meantime, our little blue friend has investigated some of the vines and started clearing them away. Bowie, previously known as Joey, also investigated the vines. Both of them very interested in the taste of the vines, and both determined that the vines are not poisonous in ways that disgusted and slightly impressed the other caravanners.
You gotta get your vegetables, man, and if you want road vegetables, this is your best bet. They're free.
It's disgusting.
Free, terrifying road vegetables.
They scream while you eat them. How horrifying.
They do.
Yeah, it means you need less salt.
It's like one pronoun away from ice cream. They scream.
Oh God, they scream.
There you go. Delicious, no, but edible. The other caravanners not so interested in this, but Balandra, and I'm not sure what Talace's name was, but I know we were threatened not to say it with a B. So what was Talace's aliases?
You do know what her name is because I posted it twice.
I'm a bad person. So I do forget things occasionally. Oh no, I do know that. It was no, hang on. Lacey. It was Lacey.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I was like, I know, wait, it was part of your name. It's Ace. No. But as they said about clearing the vines, several shadows have been falling across the landscape and the caravan, shaped like enormous men. The shadows of giants wheel and circle about. No magic found in them. But just a few moments ago, Valandra put together what type of bird or creature casts the shadow of a man? Perytons, horned birds, known to tear out and consume hearts. Some distance away still, they seem to be wheeling and circling over some prey at least 500 or 600 feet away. But they seem to be moving in your direction. Those shadows have grown considerably smaller since dawn, which means they are considerably closer to you. Now, I think we've covered most of the things that all happened this morning. And let's pick up with any questions or anything that I forgot that you would like to make sure was mentioned.
Oh, hey, Busk, where'd you come from? You're fluffy. So pretty. Colors. Person I don't know. And
You're not allowed
Kobold
to
I
keep
also
up
don't
with
know.
names anymore.
Shut up, Baverly.
So how would Dusk have disguised herself?
She's kind of covered in fur, and it's a very distinctive thing that you can't really cover up very well. Let's see. How
Did
she
they
handling
dye
this.
her before they left?
Oh my god, do they have like colored? Oh my god, no, she could have literally just dipped herself in ink.
Yes, you can. You could be a black cat right now.
Oh my gosh, okay, she's gonna be Black Cat.
All right.
Her name's
Take
Midnight
forever
now.
to get out of
That's
your
her
fur.
name.
Oh my god.
Now,
It's fine.
Yeah, Dawn's been going as Ashes on the Breeze, or just Papa Ashes, because he's all old and stuff. Papa Ashes, he's generally nice, which he's acting a lot warmer than he usually does, but just kind of put upon because he's old and traveling is hard. So he actually actively complains more than he would normally do so.
It's taking
cathartic.
every ounce of Dusk's willpower not to laugh every time she sees Dawn doing his like act. It's like, I know what you normally act like. It's like, I'm good. This is great. Today's a wonderful day.
It is a wonderful day.
so yes, the Black Kitty looks pleased as punch most of the time, and her little kobold companion / friend, is a little kobold. So at the moment, I do know Valandra and Talace are both on the roadway working to clear some of those screaming vines. They don't seem to be causing any real harm or damage, but each time you get one of those puffballs in your face, you really have to kind of choke it out there. There is some discomfort, but it hasn't caused anyone any real harm just yet.
Talais still has a cloth wrapped around her face.
Yep.
Keep it
Talais
blocked
has
out.
taken precautions. Valandra occasionally just grabs a pod, throws it in her mouth, chews it up, spits it out. To impress folk. Who knows? Joey and Chloe have made their way onto the road as well to help Elmer the horse, who is lying on his silken blanket. Valandra has declared, oh no, Perytons are approaching. They're known to consume hearts. Caravanners start readying themselves, but there's still at least 4 hours of work to go clearing the vines before the horses can move. Now, of course, more people working, it would go quicker, but most of the caravanners seem not to want to be walking on those horrid vines. Who's doing what?
Do we know anything about what she's screaming that's in the sky?
Excellent question. Do you? So let's call that. You can choose nature or arcana, as they're a little bit of a weird bird. Who might be encyclopediaing this?
Dawn, I was trying to say that, but
Oh.
I have to figure out a way to not accidentally mute myself every 30 seconds. Let me get my thing. But he will definitely arcana this. If I was smart, I would have had this open already. There we go.
Do you want some help?
Sure.
Yeah, since
They
Lacey's
could-
near you, she should probably help you. Plus,
Yeah,
I
they
don't know
They can
anything
mutter together
about anything.
at what it could possibly be.
Okay.
Then she would be like right here by the cart then.
Dawn knows all the things.
Dawn does know many of the things. So, while the blind cat can't see the birds, once Valandra has called out, or Balandra has called out Perytons, It seems that Dawn is just going to or Ashes, excuse me, a lot of information. And it is...
Did you say Parringtons? Oh dear.
Oh dear. Parringtons are roughly the size of a human. They have a wingspan of about 7 feet, a body length of about 6 feet. They have massive antlers, and despite all this, by their terrible strength, they can still fly. Cruel talons, and they can only breed if they have consumed a pure heart. They can only overcome their curse and their state, their goal, if they consume a pristine heart. Sages have argued about what a pure heart must be, and that's basically boiled down to a virginal status. There's some play in
totally
the
safe.
definition.
I'm good.
But it's pretty well known that they get hungry and they just eat hearts. So, questions about whether this counts or that counts. Not a lot of people are willing to do one thing and then offer themselves up to a Parrington to see whether it becomes fertile or not. So, a lot of trouble coming your way, folks. And regarding that trouble, if each of you would roll one of 2 sets of dice, either roll 1d4 and subtract 2 from it, if your character has a impure heart, or roll 2d4 and subtract 2 from it, if they have a pure heart.
Who's defining who has a pure heart?
Using the frame that I just set up, so there's wiggle room.
Uh,
I
I don't know if I
as
should be concerned or if I should not be concerned.
well, there's things that happen. As the Parringtons draw closer, you can see that they're not just one enormous flock of 40 birds. They're smaller groupings, 3, 4, 2, even some single, swooping and wheeling towards this prey that they're chasing along the grounds in your direction. Now, is there any preparations for things you're doing? You probably have 5 to 10 minutes, you would guess, before that swarm reaches the caravan.
This doesn't have any
I think
random-
since Dawn and Lacey, or Ashes and Lacey are sitting together, he'll mutter like, "If you can pretend to point me in directions, like, I can fire without, giving away that I can see."
Well, pretending's what I do best, so.
Just aim me and I'll take care of it.
How many minutes did you say
5 to 10
before arrival?
before they are upon you.
How's our horse friend?
He's exhausted.
But is he like super duper hurt?
His wounds have closed. You guys have used curative magics upon him. He's very tired, so you imagine he would be slow to walk, but you believe you could get him moving. If you could clear away those vines, he does not want to step upon them.
Ignore that. Sorry. I hit the wrong button.
That's all right.
And how much of the vines have Valandra and I cleared?
You've put in about 2 hours of work, so you're about a third of the way to being clear of them. So you've cleared around a lot of the horses. You could move back and forth a little bit, but to get the caravan out of the vine patch, you've got about another 4 hours of work ahead of you.
So we're kind of stuck here until they show up.
Unless something drastic is done to those vines.
I've got nothing in terms of long range options, so I've just got to wait until they're here.
How many people are in this caravan? Just like ballpark.
There's about 40. There's about 40 wagons, each with 2 to 3 people. So you've got about 120 people in the entire caravan.
Well, if we get like 50 people, we can be clearing this and on the move. Like, now.
Yeah, definitely getting my bow out,
Okay.
ready.
I've got a few darts left, but that's about all I can do from a distance.
And there's 7 of us, so that means we only have to get 43 people.
Well, if we're fighting, though, like, shouldn't we fight amongst the people? Like, if we're like, go clear the path, and we'll go fight with them and tell everybody else to get in their caravans and, hide their hearts or something.
How are you going to do that? They're all kind of relatively the same spot.
Certain people have elusive hearts that are hard to win, but I think there's a lot of muttering at the idea of getting down off the cart and walking on those dangerous-looking vines. Maybe a perception or a persuasion or an intimidation would be required. Maybe even a deception that these are fine. Look, I'm eating one. But something's got to happen to get them on the ground and helping.
I could definitely persuade some folks.
Well, I thought we cleared some patches where we could start from, too, didn't we?
Sure, yep. You can definitely, some are cleared, but the clearing actually makes them scream louder because you're squishing or moving them out of the way, tearing their roots from the ground. They're unpleasant little plants.
Talace is going to try and talk some folks into helping us out.
Okay.
There's the roll.
Talace starts talking folks, and she gets a fairly good response. About 21 people do respond and start helping. The work will go fairly quickly, but still about a half an hour to clear the area, with you helping 15 to 20 minutes.
I don't really want to I don't want to strong-arm people in doing this. I'm more like, come on, guys, let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah, Joey has no qualms about that at all.
Let's see it. He might not have qualms, but I don't know that he's all that intimidating. I think that perhaps the comment about his derriere calling to mind spangly and sparkly has robbed him of a little intimidation today.
Well, Chloe will turn to Joey and be like, Joey, no, you can't just yell at them and get them to do stuff. That's not how it works. Come on, maybe that remember what we used to slashing through these vines. Come on, with a good two-handed blade. O'er our corpse we go. Through the gore we wade. And then she's like turning around and trying to get, other people to be inspired. Hammer on helmets ring, making bodies fly. What fun to sing our slaying song and watch these pumpkins die. Oh, ring their bells with swords and spells, don't let them get away. We're brave and bold for honor and gold, we'll make a lot today. Ring their bells with swords and spells, don't let them get away. We'll hack and slash and blast and trash and blow these vines away. Did that inspire anybody to help?
It inspired me. I don't know what it inspired me to do, but it inspired me.
Oh. Yeah, I think we're going to have to give you the advantage on the roll and bring that 27 home. Yes. A horde of people.
Wow. That was beautiful.
The horde descends to assist. Unfortunately, that horde all working at once kicks up a tremendous amount of those dusty little motes. Could I please have everyone roll me a Constitution saving throw and do better than a 10?
Do I get advantage still?
You do still have advantage. I don't know that anyone else thought to do the old cover the mouth trick.
Well, wasn't
God damn
Waverly
it.
still covered in the silken goodness?
Oh
Yeah.
no, Dawn!
I'm all wrapped in silk. Come on.
All right. So
Oh no, Dawn!
Oh no.
I had a feeling.
Share your scarf, Lacey.
and this is just so I can see a representative sampling.
Ah!
A lot of people did really well.
A lot of people did really well. A lot of people didn't do so amazing.
Oh, there's
What?
two people with
Crits
natural
in
one.
there.
There's some good. There's some bad. It's a mix. So the work does get done, but many of the people are quite ill, losing a bit of the hard-won breakfast from this morning. Dusk among them. So those who have failed their Constitution saving throw,
Me, Dawn.
excuse me, Dawn. No wait, Duck. Wait, what does that say? Wait, who rolled the bad one?
Duck.
Dawn.
Who's
Wait,
Duck?
Dawn. Okay. I thought that was the code name. I'm confused. Dawn loses the lunch. Dawn loses the lunch. Everyone else is doing okay. Many of the workers cannot handle the sadness and the terror, and they've pretty much sworn off pumpkin pie. But the caravan can get underway just as the Peritons are coming upon them. The horses start moving forward, the wagons bumping out of the ruts they've sat in overnight. Mix that one up. And it seems, for the moment, that you're at least keeping ahead of the Periton mass. If everyone would please go ahead and place themselves on the cart or alongside the cart, or is anyone remaining behind as vanguard, rearguard action?
I guess Dusk would actually be pretty good at being at the rear. So
Dawn, do you want me in the cart with you?
That would probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Um,
She will hop in the cart.
Neither of them really need to be all up in anyone's face.
these are open carts, right?
All
Are they
right.
open or were they covered?
Covered. I need to know for reasons.
Say that one more time.
Covered wagons or open wagons?
They are covered.
Okay.
So the driver area is uncovered, but the storage area is covered, both to protect the goods and give people a place to sleep and stay out of the rain.
Okay, then I'm gonna put.
Imagine Conestoga style, so you could like peer out the back and have the awning above you if you wished. There are actually many different types of wagons, but there are only 5 represented here, and they all look exactly the same.
I'm gonna lay on hands Elmer enough so that he can get up and, walk.
Elmer is struggling along. He's stuck to you.
I am also going to tell the driver to sit in the thing. I can drive this thing. It's fine.
Okay. Naranth gets pushed into the back.
Just go take a nap. It's fine. It'll be over soon. I'll wake you up when it's done.
All right. Valandra, where are you hanging out at? Whoop. Did the fancy new headset give out? Valandra? It's really you, Valandra. I'm just adding a B.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
There
we
you
got you.
are.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right.
Sorry.
Not a problem. Where are you hanging out as people start making their way to their appropriate carts?
I was trying to ask the vanguard, rear guard. They're the most likely to be attacked first, probably.
If everybody's keeping in motion, there is no definitive target. If someone actually stays behind and makes themselves a target, they're obviously the target.
Okay, then she'll just stay by the cart.
Okay. So. As the DM catches up, frantically moving things around behind the scenes. Bounding into view, cutting across between the carts that Chloe is driving and Dane Fidelity is driving. And then, behind the cart, Talise and Dawn are in, ahead of dusk. An enormous deer, its coat beautiful, shimmering in the light. Phytus, looking out the back of the cart, exclaims, "My word, a yellow stag." Teller, from the front of his cart, calls out, "You fool! That's obviously a white buck." Naranth looks up past Chloe. "What? I can't see what's going on." As the magnificent multi-prong horn beast leaps across the path, easily outdistancing your horses, you glance away to the left and realize that the entire flock of Perytons must be pursuing this beast, and in a rare DM-given inspiration opportunity, can anyone tell me why the Perytons are pursuing that beast?
It's a golden hind.
Oh, so close!
It's a golden stag. It must have a pure heart. Not quite. Okay.
I can't give credit for it. I wanted to. It is a golden heart.
Heart!
H-A-R-T.
Oh!
So close. But as the golden heart races across the road, and you know the Perytons are hot in pursuit, does anyone take action?
Oh my god, I want to jump on it and see if I can steer it away from
Hey, Adam.
steer it away from the caravan.
Shit.
Adam.
Okay. Would anyone who's taking action please add themselves to the turn order?
Oh, God. This should just not be allowed around animals that you can ride.
Now, I have to ask you a question, Casey. This thing is otherworldly beautiful, and it's clearly
Otherworldly beautiful. This is a legendary golden heart. Beasts like this are the things tales are told of and disbelieved. Its coat is amazing.
I want to make that thing my steed.
And,
you have enough pets. Oh my god!
You can't stop
No more
me.
pets.
as it is leapt upon. Let's see how quick this golden deer is.
Half of that's half is.
What? Is somebody's mic open?
Oh, I just hear a swishing noise. So, let's put this in order here. Oh dear, you're slow. Lace, we'll start with you. What are you doing, if anything?
She's about to do something really dumb because she just spent like 2 days yelling at Waverly for doing what she's about to do.
Oh?
Follow your heart, Talace. Follow your heart.
Well, it's not your heart yet. You're not writing it.
Oh dear.
Alright, literally, she's just gonna she's gonna cross over top of this person. Excuse me, gotta get out of here, and she's going to jump off the side of the cart and
Okay.
get right about there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy what I'm about to do here. I mean, I'm not trying to kill it or anything, I promise, guys. Dusk is too far away from me, so that's happening. Alright, so, I'm going to, use my Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
And I want to spend one of the temporary hit die on the golden heart.
Okay.
I get to pick 4 people, and I want one of them to be the golden heart.
Okay. Liquid brown eyes with flecks of gold floating them in. You turn. It's obviously a very scared animal right now, yet somewhere in those depths you can see a thankfulness as your... What do you do when you inspire people? In this particular instance, as you've leapt out, hair streaming in the wind, landing upon the ground, maybe hero pose?
It probably wouldn't look like a hero pose. It would
Okay.
it would probably look more like, because it would probably look more like probably like something like akin to a fae literally jumping out of nowhere, because the mantle is kind of makes her kind of glow a little bit.
Okay.
And she basically she just literally jumped over this person who is driving her cart, just singing this really beautiful long held note to do her inspiration.
Sounds good. Talace alights Fae-like in the middle of the road as this glistening beast rushes past, her hair streaming blue and white, its gold and glittering. Talace, anything else? Actually, anybody who received the benefits of this.
Yes.
Who is?
Let me see. I can give it to 4 people, so the Golden Hind's going to get the temporary hit points. Chloe will also get them. Valandra will get them. And we'll go with Waverly, and all of these people can take a free action to come towards the Golden Hind if they wish, because she's right beside it. They all have to come towards her if they would like to.
Yeah, I think so. Waverly's gonna hop down and run to about there.
All right. Anyone else taking advantage of this movement?
No.
I'm a little busy at the moment. And she's trying to direct Elmer and 2 horses.
Don't just kind of like Lacey do. Where are you going?
And you're blind.
What's going on?
All right. Talace, anything else for you at the moment?
Okay, that's as close as I can get to the Golden Hind, so I can't actually touch it or anything from where I'm at.
Cannot.
I'm assuming.
And it is in motion. It is rushing to the right as far as the map is concerned.
Okay, and because I used no, that's not even a bonus action, is it? That's just a thing I can do.
I think it's a bonus action. But either way.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
It's a bonus action.
Okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It doesn't say.
Okay.
It doesn't say if it's an action or a bonus action at all. It also doesn't say if it's a free action, so I have no freaking clue.
We'll pretend bonus until we get it researched. But
awesome. Okay,
I think,
so because I use a bonus action, I can't run again, can I? I can't.
Well, you can sprint because you have an action. Regular old action to use your additional movement?
Okay, then that's what I will do. I will just use my additional movement.
Sure.
And I'm actually going to go here, actually just right there, like trying to stay out of its way.
Okay.
In the Unearthed Arcana thing, it does say bonus action.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Cool.
Did not
Therese,
say anything about it in roll 20.
You got it. So as you start to make your movement, now the carts are moving northward, but you'll be able to keep ahead. You're not going to get run over by Chloe's cart unless she was to spur it suddenly to rush forward and crush you. I don't think she's that upset today. But Dusk.
Actually, I'll just finish out the full 30 instead of just the 20.
That
way she can move around me easily. Yeah.
Fair deal. Dusk, what are you doing?
I'm gonna charge on these things back and see if I can, one, communicate that I'm trying to help it and guide it.
Okay.
But two, more importantly, try and steer it in a way so that the crowd chasing it is not going to be rushing at the caravan so directly, and hopefully get at an angle that's easier for everybody else to strike.
Okay. So let's start with getting onto the Golden Heart, if that is a possibility. So you're going to need to get up there, and I know you've got a lot of movement, but go ahead and use up some of that because you're going to need to have at least half your base movement left to get on the heart because you're attempting to mount a creature.
Okay, let me see. Oh, I should have moved back. I was expecting like stuff come from the rear, not from the side. But let's see. I need to zoom in so I can actually see how far away this is. Okay, so that's about like 55, 60 feet away.
Okay.
And I have 80 feet of movement.
So you can get there, but you're going to need a little bit extra. So either your tabaxi fast movement or making it a rush to get up and try and mount that heart.
Let's use the tabaxi movement because why not?
You go ridiculously fast. Go ahead and rush yourself up alongside that heart. And as you leap upon it, here are your options. You can attempt to handle this animal, convince it that you are its friend, and guide it. Or you can just wrestle its head around to the direction you want it to go. And it's going to follow its head. Which way are you going with this?
Let's try handling. That's not that mean to him.
All right, so then I will need to ask for an animal handling.
Okay. I want to roll with inspiration because I still have.
That's the smart way to do things because if this doesn't work, you can still try and wrangle its head around. If you try and wrangle its head around first, you probably aren't going to handle it very well. This
deer really wants to go away from the Perrytons. So your DC is a 19.
Okay. So, and what am I rolling? Animal handling?
Animal handling with advantage.
Let's hope this goes well. With advantage!
Yes!
Very nice! You leap
this is wonderful.
upon the back of the Golden Heart. You wrap your arms around it, but not to choke it, not to wrestle it, just to place your fuzzy little palms on either side of its head and guide it. It follows along. Where are you trying to guide it to? The Perrytons in the heart were coming from the left. It was going towards the right, which would lead those Perrytons across the path. The safest place would perhaps be amongst the caravan. The safest place for the caravan would be if the heart ran back off towards the Perryton. Which way are you trying to make it go?
Okay, so now these caravans that we're on, are we towards the front or towards the back of the caravan?
Right in the middle at the moment.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
What if I get it to run alongside it?
Okay. So
it'll give us time to pick off the Perrytons, but also make sure that the caravan itself is at least more or less out of harm's way.
Okay, so you want to get the heart, and grab you and move you, over on this side, running alongside it this way?
Yes.
Okay. I understand what you want to do, as does the great heart. It turns and bounds. Talace, you get a momentary flash of hoofs, claws, and fur as the heart leaps over you.
Cool.
And then begins pacing alongside the carts a little distance away. Dusk, anything else that you'd like to try and do? I think you've pretty much exhausted your movements, though.
I've definitely exhausted my movements. I'm just gonna try and keep the heart calm and try and keep it, understand what I'm trying to do here and just make sure that I'm guiding the heart and its pursuers in a path that's safe for everybody.
All right. As that begins to take place, I'm going to ask what Joey is doing. Valandra, as we find that out, though, you hear Akreni say, "Look, I'll give you 40 gold if you take that down. Add it to the cart."
Okay.
All right, Joey.
That's me saying Kane, not Valandra saying Kane.
Yep, gotcha.
To be clear.
Yep.
All right, what the hell? What the fuck is all? Oh wow, that's really pretty. That's a bunch of flying birds. Ready action, Eldritch Blast once they're in range. I'm gonna look like I'm trying to protect the cart.
Okay.
But it will be if there's birds flying at any of the 7 of us.
Alrighty. Dawn.
Okay. So, Talace just hopped up and went away.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
And I'm guessing Akreni was there when Papa Ashes was blathering about the bird.
Yes.
So he's just gonna kind of turn to her, or just kind of like feel over in her direction.
Yep.
Be like, if any of those birds get too close, I might still have some magic left in me. Just point me at one of them, and I'll do my best.
Ooh.
Please.
Persuasion.
Yes.
You can almost
Or
hear.
just...
You can hear his fingertips and thumb tip rubbing against an unshaven chin as he goes, "Point you at the bird, you say?" And Waverly.
Just point my arm.
Waverly.
Okay, Waverly's gonna run over and hop up onto the back of this cart wagon if
Okay.
she can. And then she's going to want to ready an action.
Mhm.
Soon as a Periton comes into range, she's gonna shoot it with her arrow, with a bow.
Fair deal. The heart is being guided at the moment and used as a mount, so that brings us to Chloe. Chloe?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of seeing the seeing the big black kitty riding a giant horse elk thing, deer horse elk thing. I will start steering the cart to go behind it a little,
Okay.
like trying to angle in case they follow it like I'm planning they will. Then I can line it up to where hopefully this will be distraction enough to keep them away from the rest of the others. And Joey can just, shoot at it. So I will steer the cart to follow behind Dusk and the golden thing, and then I will take the dodge action if I can do both.
Fair enough. Absolutely. And that will bring us to Valandra, who has received a dubious offer. Valandra, what are you up to?
She is going to, let's see, she's going to move over here, and she is going to cast Sanctuary on the Golden Hind, so that any Peritons that attack have to make a Wisdom saving throw in order to successfully attack.
Okay, I realize you can't see me right now, but I literally had to close my mouth because I didn't think you were going to do that. So, Valandra, anything else? Bruised my
Let's
jaw on the
see.
table.
Can she make it try and look like she's doing something offensive towards it? Just so I figure if however you say that name,
Acrony.
Acrony, thinks that I'm trying to bring it down, then he's less likely to try and bring it down himself.
Fair enough. So you growl at the heart.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, probably just try and make the words, the arcane. I guess they're not really arcane. The verbal component of the spell sound like ominous and threatening.
How about a deception? Because I'm pretty sure the words that you're going to say are something like "Gods protect you." So it seems your style. So maybe a deception to get that one to fly.
No. Could she say "Gods protect you," but in primordial?
Sure, absolutely.
That probably sounds pretty ominous.
There, you start rumbling out odd bits, and Teller's like, "Oni, solid Oni."
God damn it.
So that's going to bring us to the top
that's fair, but god damn
turn
it.
order. And at the top of the turn order, things begin happening. Squadrons of Peritons break away. Flying down, they attain phenomenal speed as they plummet towards you. They seem to be picking favorites, even from this distance. Chloe, as you look up, two have locked eyes, pursuing you. Dusk, four are flying towards the Golden Heart, but another one seems to have eyes only for you. Dawn, you've even gained the attention of one despite your old age. And Valandra, oh, little Valandra, four Periton sweep down to test how threatening a primordial you truly are. They will attack at the end of the round. Talace.
So my ready to action is.
Oh, sorry, your ready action? Fire off, absolutely.
So, pep.
Why can I not see the attack rolls? There it is. A 16 will strike the Periton. 7 points of damage dealt. Feathers fly, but it looks strangely intact as it continues its descent. Who else had held action?
I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and shoot that one right there as well.
Focusing fire. Please fire away. Your arrow shoots out, strikes the feathers, and does not find purchase, unless there's some luck coming into play.
I don't think so.
Twang! It
Rude.
flies away.
Oh, damn. Sanctuary is only a bonus action. I could have held action, too. Oh, well.
There you go. And that brings us to Talace proper. Talace.
How far above us are the Peritons right now?
Every time you blink, they're much closer.
That's not an answer. I need actual feet.
Within 30 feet.
They're within 30 feet.
But by the time that you can get an action out, they'll be within 30 feet.
Okay, so they're not within. They're only within 30 feet of us. Okay, that's totally fine. So I can choose whatever direction I want, including up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that works perfectly. So none of us are going to get hurt.
Okay.
Don't mind me. Yes. Okay.
Mm.
So I have a range of 60 feet on this,
Okay.
and it has a radius of 10 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to shatter just at the peritons. It's not going to get down to the hind or me or Dusk.
100% fair.
So it'll
And
hit all 5 of them.
all 5 of the peritons.
Yep.
Please go ahead and roll. Constitution saving throws, 5 of them. We'll do this typewriter style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys can see that, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Only one passed. That's awesome.
Only one did pass, and that was number 3. Number 3, you're my favorite. And that is half damage on the pass, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
The rest of you, what were you doing? The peritons can't even alter course. They are descending so quickly. They just blast about. But they will be on you in moments, despite having lost a considerable number of feathers. So, at least any other actions?
I will. You know what? Lord, I'm crazy. I can't believe I'm trying to do this. I'm gonna inspire the Golden Hind.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it an inspiration.
All right. Golden Hind is just absolutely glistening and glowing, a majestic beast ridden by a jet black cat who may have left a few paw prints on its hide. Perhaps she's, not color fast yet. To lace anything else.
Yes, I will actually. Is this scene gonna keep moving forward? Are we all moving forward, or we're just assuming to be?
You are traveling with the caravan.
Well, so like physically on the map, are we gonna be moving everyone forward?
No, I'm not going to physically make you move. I'm just assuming you're rolling with the territory.
All right, then that's what it's gonna like.
Okay.
I'll just keep pace with the Golden Hind. That's
Yes.
the movement action, quote unquote, and that's my turn.
Got it. Dusk.
Okay. Let's see. They're still. Ooh.
They're about 30 feet above your head. They'll be arriving at the end of the round for a dive bomb attack.
Okay. I have 3 darts left, so I'm gonna try and at least take one of them down with a dart.
Okay.
Um,
Which one are you throwing at? The one coming for you or one coming for the heart?
Probably one coming from the heart. Because
Okay.
if something is coming for me, then I can punch it pretty easy later. But
Sure.
let's go for a dart. And
13 is a hit.
okay.
Nice.
Cool.
And even at disadvantage, because it was 30 feet away, you still managed it. The dart, however, clangs off the periton's feather. It seems mundane weapons, not as effective as one would hope.
Ooh, boy. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Then I can't do anything without doing something real stupid. But as we all know,
When you say it clanged, it just didn't do as much as it should have, or it didn't do anything.
It did do damage, but not as much as it should
Okay.
have. You guys have seen a few darts thrown, and it should have knocked loose a few more feathers or stuck in.
I wish we had more magical weapons.
Right?
now, assuming I can steady myself on the hearts back here.
Uh-huh.
My first question is, how high can this heart jump?
Well,
Wow. Wow.
so I think I see where you're going. And I'll answer by saying it cleared to Lace without even trying hard. And she's not particularly short.
She's not.
So,
It probably had to jump
hind-
6 feet to clear her head.
yes, the heart does have ups. So, are we saying you would like to try and have the heart and then you roll an acrobatics, and the total of that roll is how many feet you end up launched in the air? So 2d20 plus your acrobatics in feet in the air. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm hoping. And
Okay.
how
Now here's the
close
caution.
together are these pins? Hold on, before I do anything, how close together are these pins clustered?
They are right on top of each other. They are all sucked in. This is a coordinated rogue squadron strike.
Oh, this is
They are locked in. So, if you were to leap up that high, do recall that what goes up does come down. I know you're a monk, but double check to make sure that you're okay with falling potentially 40 feet.
You do have
let's see,
slow
my
fall.
safe. I do have slow fall, and I just need to check and make sure I have enough.
Okay, so if you would like to do this, please roll a d20, and then please roll an athletics check to determine how high you will be in the air at the end of this moment.
Couldn't she roll an acrobatics to see if she lands back on the golden hind?
Should still be falling the distance, so...
You would reduce that falling damage by 25.
Yeah.
So you
So I
should be
think
okay.
you should be okay.
Especially if the heart can help out and come to meet me halfway down. But let's see.
Wait, if it's 40 feet, you take 1d6 for every 10 feet, right? So it literally can't do
Yes,
any
so you should be
damage
fine.
to you.
Yeah, it literally can't.
Even if the damage is max, it's less
Yeah,
than
and
what you reduce.
even if the heart can't manage to catch me, I'm fast enough that I can still try and get back up on its back soon
Okay.
enough.
Yes.
So this is my plan. This is what I'm going with.
That's amazing.
All right, so let's see an acrobatics, and then let's see a d20, and let's see how high you get. You need 30.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, acrobatics.
It was only a 10.
Only a 10.
So this is going to be a real big d20.
Oh boy. Oh, I should have used another inspiration. Frick. I've just
Does the hind not have
because I've
an-
never used inspiration.
The hind probably has dex, right?
This will be a straight acrobatics, so a straight d20.
1d20, let's see. It's a 13.
Only 23 feet. You are launched into the air, and the Peritons look very surprised.
Wait, wasn't the I'm confused. Was my d20 for the heart, or was
The d20 was for the heart, so the heart got you 13 feet in the air. You got another 10, but that only made 23, and they were 30 away. So
you're
you
close.
fall a little short. But as you come back down, you do manage to land atop the heart, which seems strangely intelligent, and waits to catch you.
Ooh.
Does anything
Perfect.
else?
Okay.
I mean, you could
Then-
throw another dart.
I think I can. Got
So you
two
can
more
you can
left.
use up your last to try and throw that dart.
Okay. Let's see. Boop. And I'm gonna try and aim at the same one I threw earlier.
Sure. The 12 is going to miss, though.
Okay. I am gonna
Dart
pat
goes
this
straight.
heart on the back though, because I'm just like, this is amazing, and this is gonna
That
work great.
That was just 2 attacks, right? Because she's a 5th level monk, so she has 2 attacks just as her action.
2 attacks as her action. She does have a
And then
bonus action.
yeah.
Bonus action is an unarmed strike, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. so
Unarmed
I have to
strike
wait until they're-
or monk weapon.
Oh, monk. Yeah. So if you want to throw
And
that third
darts are
dart,
monk weapon.
yep. If you want to throw that
Go
third
for it.
dart, you may. But I think that'll then exhaust your darts. Good
Yeah.
dart.
I
Damn
can
it.
throw darts any other day.
And the damage on the dart, please.
And
Another 3 points of damage. Feathers raining from the sky as Dusk does the acrobatic thing. And then Joey, what do we got coming from you?
Joey's gonna see this real nice big group of birds, and then he's gonna see a nice minor thunder explosion and be like, yeah, that sounds great. Why don't we go ahead and also do that? And throw up a little boom in the air that way. While
You
we're
can
Nice.
shatter?
funded.
Oh my god.
Ow!
And you can roll a lot better on the shatter than Talace can, apparently.
Wow, that hurts.
1, 2, 3,
that's incredible.
4,
Wow.
5.
It's nothing offensive. Dusk, if I hit you with this, I'm sorry, but 6 out of 7 ain't bad.
6 out of 7 is not bad.
He's gonna get that tattooed on him or something.
Nice, and they all fail.
And they all fail. And that is
Does that
not
kill
good.
all 5 of them?
That's 1, 2. Alive.
4 out of 5
3.
ain't bad.
4 out of 5 ain't bad at all.
No
Dusk,
bonus action, and I'm good to go.
Dusk, I do need to ask for one little thing, though. Because you may still be in the air. Could I please have a dexterity saving throw? Beat the 14, and you're not in range of this shatter.
Okay, let's see.
You are fine. You have fallen fast enough. And Joey aimed high enough. Well done. Joey, any other acting?
You have
Nope.
fallen.
All
You have
good.
fallen fast enough, despite your slow fall ability.
Yes. It was a medium fall.
Yes,
Moderate fall.
a moderate. Yes.
I could just invoke like slow fall half the way down.
Dawn. Akrenny. As your aim. Yes?
Yes.
I
Okay.
like the idea that the reason she didn't get high enough was because she saw that the shatters were going off, and she was like, maybe not.
Yeah. Air cannons.
Let's not do that. I'm just gonna.
Dawn, I
Alright,
need to
I'm gonna
ask.
go.
I need to
Abort,
ask an
abort,
important
abort.
question. Are
Yes.
you peeking?
No.
No.
He
Oh,
will
God.
peeking like.
Are you
around.
looking? Like,
Are you actually looking?
Are you opening your eyes?
If he will sort of like open his eyes a bit, like if his arm is being pointed in a direction, but he's not going to turn his head and look at something that he might think is there.
Okay. Please roll me a persuasion roll.
Or deception am I doing?
This is a persuasion roll. Your target number is an 18.
Jesus.
He's not so good at that. Let us see.
Oh.
All right. Dawn, please roll a wisdom saving throw. Your target number is somewhere up here. I'm going to say it's like a 12, but I'll get you the right number in 1 second.
Please don't roll like crap. Oh no.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Your arm is pointed. You sort of squidgy squint out of the corner of your eye, but you just can't bring yourself to fire. Dawn, is there any
Yes,
other
that-
activity?
That's good.
That was a good thing. He tried to
good.
aim you at the hind, and you had to save against my sanctuary.
Akrenny would never. No. What? No. Dawn.
He would have fired. So, but
No,
you can't.
You just can't. You're like
he
I'm
just
trying.
can't. Like,
you just
but
can't.
he can
On a
tell
failed save,
Edgar.
on a failed save, the creature must choose a new target
or let it
lose
go.
the attacker spell.
Right.
you
So
could
unless
choose a new
Dawn
target.
turns to look, and Dawn said wasn't looking.
He's
Okay.
not looking.
Okay.
But Edgar can still fly out of the trees where he's been hiding
Mm-hmm.
a bit bigger
Okay.
and go after this one.
Sure. Mystic
So,
Edgar intercepting the Periton.
here you are. Level are you?
22.
This is
Wow, that's a
still-
lot.
Yeah, this is still rolling incorrectly for damage. It should still only be 1d8, not 2d8.
For the spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
Well, because I'm choosing.
Only once you get to 4th level does it go up to 2d8. We don't have 4th
The
level
sheet
spells
is
yet.
doing it itself. Like
I know. I'm not
so-
saying it's
I
you.
know.
I'm
I'm
saying-
just.
Huh. All right,
but
so
the sheet is wrong here. So yeah.
11 points of damage dealt.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
Whatever.
Huh. So 11 points of damage dealt. That is quite a whack to the Periton from Edgar. It looks a bit confused, but is still mid-dive towards Dawn or Ashes. Waverly.
Okay, so these peritons are still pretty far. I mean, how high are up are
They're
they?
about-
Still?
Wait,
For about
1
30
second. Since he was being aimed in this direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could he theoretically, since he was peeking, hit that one?
If he had looked, yes, but he was looking forward and kind of corner-the-eyeing it.
Okay.
So if he had said yes to peeking, yes, but he said he wasn't.
Go, Waverly, go.
All right, so they're still fairly high up in the air, like more than 20 feet up.
They're
in the air.
about 30 feet up in the air, and they're coming down fast.
All right, perfect. I would like to cast sleep.
Okay.
And that is a spell that it has up 20 feet away from a point.
Mm-hmm.
So if I pick a point, whoops, wrong cursor, around here, then I should be able to get all of, like, these four, and
So
these
you
two.
You could put it on all 6 of those
Yes.
as they descend.
Potentially. Anyway.
Potentially. Yep.
All right. So. Cast
And high
sleep.
enough up that it doesn't catch Valandra.
It does
Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely. So 20 points
20 of sleep.
of sleepiness.
Starting from the, I think it starts from the one with the lowest
Starts
hit
from the one
points.
with the least. But despite your effective cast, you can't tell whether it's just a screech or a yawn. None of the birds seem to fall asleep.
No. I was wondering if I could make them fall out of the sky. That would have been good.
That would have been very good. But they have more than 20 hit points each
Alas.
at the moment.
Alas.
Waverly, anything else for you?
No, that's it.
All right. And the Golden Heart is being guided and remains guided. Chloe.
Okay. So I'll see something going on over by Dawn. And then I will see the amazing shattering that's go. Oh my god. Is that lightning? No, it's fine. And she'll yell back at the guy and no, it's fine. It's not the weather. Just stay in there. And then I will see the things coming up to my right and be like, Joey, little of that thunder help over here. And she'll take the dodge action, and then she'll also point at Valandra and be like, and over there too. What the hell's going on over there, Valandra? Be careful. And she'll bonus action Shield of Faith to give her +2 to her AC.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith. Valandra is very hard to hit all of a sudden. Valandra, what are you doing? Periton's 4 of them swooping down at you and will strike in moments.
Okay, so question. They're swooping down like as a group, right?
Yes.
So if I ready an action to Word of Radiance, I can probably get all of them?
You would hit all 4, yes.
I will ready action Word of Radiance.
Okay. Valandra readies her actions, and with that, the Peritons begin their attack. The first attempting to dive at the heart. It cannot. It redirects its attack, attempting to strike at Dusk, who is on its back. It inverts oddly, striking with its horns. But no. Next,
Interesting.
Dawn. Talons raking toward you. I don't think that's going to do anything. Chloe, 2.
Old man shrieking.
2 towards Chloe with disadvantage. I don't think a 14 or a 10 will do.
Nope.
Valandra, 4 coming at you.
I think technically the ready to action goes first.
Sounds good. Let's see it.
6.
Constitution saving throw, 4 of them typewriter style. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, 2
2
of
and
them
2.
anyway.
And that is safe for none, so 6 to the bottom 2. They do not appear pleased in the slightest by this and strike at you.
Bring it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 23?
The 23 will hit, the 19 will not.
19 will not. Having
Thank
it
you, Chloe.
diving. A total of 12 points of damage strikes into you. I don't think you have any concentration spells up at the moment.
Nope.
And the Peritons wheel, swinging back up into the air, and despite having flown just past you, there is no opening for an opportunity attack as they fly by and reach about 30 or so feet in the air again before they turn.
As
make
they
their next
fly
pass.
by, you say.
As they fly by, for some reason using that word. But that brings us back to Talace as the Peritons arrange themselves for a repeat run. Talace, what are you doing?
She's actually gonna run, like, burst of speed, get ahead of the Golden Hind, get up
Okay.
here. Make sure that's the distance I want to be at. Nope, a little further. She's gonna get right about here, which would put her 15 feet away from the hind, I think.
Okay.
Why is my arrow not... There we go. My arrow's not showing up correctly. Cube. So I need to go a little further. Yeah, she needs to go a little bit further. It's
Okay.
a cube. It's a 15-foot cube.
Okay.
Originating from her.
I think I see where this is going.
Mhm.
And while technically that would be held, we'll go ahead and resolve it now because it will be the next thing to happen once they come round. Go ahead and do this thing that might generate a cube of damage.
Do the thing that might generate a cube of damage.
Go ahead and do the thing that might generate a cube of damage.
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm over 15 feet away from the hind, but not 15 feet away from this creature.
Yeah, I got you. I see what you're going for.
Yep. That's the correct space.
Yep.
Thank you. And if is it a cube all the way around, or can I direct it? Because it's not telling me that I can direct it. I think it's all the way around.
It is actually a cube you can direct, so you could actually stand next to the hind and point your hand up in the air and make it above you.
You know what? That's exactly what I wanted to do in the first place, and I didn't think I could do it.
You can do it. Absolutely can.
I would like to be right here and shove it upwards.
Umbrella time. Let's see it.
Okay. Here we go. Thunder wave. And you know what? I will be crazy and I'll cast it at 3rd level.
Ooh. Big
you know, that's a bit high. Let's go.
That's
it's
unnecessary.
Unnecessarily high. It's unnecessarily high. Let's keep it at 1. Let's keep it at 1.
Okay.
I'm not
It's
kill a whole bunch of stuff.
That might. Maybe 2nd level would have been better, but Constitution saving throw. Let's see what we got here. DC 15. He passes. He only takes 2 points of damage, and that is not enough.
And it doesn't move.
He will be diving, and he does not move. Talace, any bonus action?
kind of hella buffed this hind at this point.
You guys are worried about the hind, but Valandra's got a lot of attention.
I understand that. Valandra's a tough cookie.
She's
Take care
good.
of
She's
herself,
fine.
though.
She's also the tank in the party, so you know.
She's got the best armor in the group, so.
Not quite true. She does have the best hit points of the group.
Just treat it like a wagon driver. It'll be fine.
treat it like a wagon driver? You mean cast inflict wounds?
There you go. Kill it.
That's what you do with wagon drivers, right?
That's
right? Inflict wounds on them.
I'm pretty sure Talais actually gave you those exact instructions for wagon drivers. So, Talais?
Just possibly under slightly different circumstances.
Bonus?
Yeah, I am good. I'm not going to
Okay,
bonus.
you got it.
Yeah.
Dusk.
People have temporary hit points, they're fine.
Fair enough. Dusk atop the hind. You are out of darts, I believe.
I am. Is that thing the Ferritin right in front of me within arm's reach?
It is back up 30 feet. It dove down and then swooped back up again.
You could attempt the same thing, or you could ready an action.
I want to try to. I'm just like, okay, sweetheart, let's try this again. We almost had it last time.
Acrobatics and a d20, please. You need to get 30 or more on the total.
Okay, let's see. So, wait, acrobatics first and then dexterity?
Acrobatics first, yep. Roll an acrobatics for yourself. 21, okay. So roll a d20, you just got to get a 9 or better.
Okay.
Yes. That is a 9 or better. You and the hind launch yourselves into the air. You leap off, and as the Periton is flapping frantically, trying to gain altitude, you just catch up and are almost floating beside it as you do what? Cheerfully?
Punch it really hard! Knock out of the sky! Do it!
If you
I'm
would
just gonna punch it
please.
and throw in some claws for good measure because it made me waste my darts, and I'm kind of pissed
did.
about that.
So attack roll, please.
Oh boy, let's. Oh,
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a bit of a hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Punch it out of the sky.
Just enough. You powder. It's a puff of feathers, and the Periton's corpse falls. No more enemies in easy sight. You drop back down, landing atop the heart. It again positions itself to catch you.
I'm so glad. Oh, that was amazing! Look what we did. I just like Dusk is thrilled. She's like patting his heart on the neck, just like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. We're being such a good team.
So as you land back down, I'm gonna say that's probably gonna take up most of your movement. So any distance action you wish to take as we tick over to Joey.
Nothing for now.
Nothing for now. Joey.
Well, I mean, like when you have a flat cannon and they decide to stay in a pack in the air, you're gonna cast a Worst Shatter.
Oh dear. So Constitution saving throws, typewriter style. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 2 and 2. Come on.
Chloe, you're fine, right? You're fine. Yeah, I know they're squawking. It's fine.
You could take over driving this cart or something. Help me out a little bit. All you're doing is causing thunder. That one's not even as cool as the last one.
Yeah, I know it wasn't as cool. Give me those reins.
So yeah, that did happen. Joey, anything else aside from taking
No,
the
I'm
reins?
going to take those reins. Yeah. No,
Okay.
that'll be all.
Joey, do you have land driving skills?
Yes.
Okay. Because these are being put to the test as thunder is erupting 20 to 30 feet above the heads of horses, and they don't like that. But experienced peoples have the reins, so it's been okay so far. Dawn, however, what are you doing?
Well, considering he nearly got swiped at, he's aware there's a bird close by,
He
roughly.
is. Yep.
So he's just gonna kind of go like ah, and start just throw an arm off in the general direction and peek and look, and shoot?
Oh, sure. Just accidentally shoot it right at it. No problem.
He's just gonna flail his arm over and just hope.
So are you doing this eyes closed or eyes open?
I mean, you're facing away from him, so you should be able to.
And your glasses are tinted. It's all
Yeah, he has tinted glasses, but
Okay.
So
if you do eyes open, please roll me a deception check along with it. If you do it eyes closed, no deception necessary, but you'll be at disadvantage.
doesn't want to die.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
The kitty can lie. Dawn,
Who'd have thought?
please make your attack rolls. That's a lot of hurt. 21 points of Eldrick's damage blasts in to the flying beast. It has 2 feathers left.
How is it within 20 feet of Edgar?
Or flying, at least. Edgar, I think, might cause some trouble. Yes, please.
So Edgar will continue to fly after and keep pecking and clawing at.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Did this roll properly this time? No.
18's
Nope.
a hit. 14's a lot of damage. And
It's
12
still
12 damage
12.
technically, but that's plenty.
Plenty.
1 would have been enough. Akreni
All right.
looks around, very surprised, like, oh, you're the luckiest old guy I've ever seen. God, what's with the birds today? Don't have anything else for you.
I think he's just feeling. Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it. Nice shot. Waverly.
Oh, okay.
I look at my sheet to see why that's rolling weird, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh well.
Well, arrows didn't work. Sleep didn't work. I guess I'm gonna try arrows again.
Sure.
I'm not useful in this fight. All right, we're gonna go for this guy right here, over by Valandra.
Okay.
Is he close enough to get a sneak attack in there?
He is not. He's back up 30 feet.
He's still
You
too
could-
high.
You could hold an action until
Nah,
just as it strikes.
it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
No,
Oh my
that's not
God.
fine. That's
Oh
not
my
fine at all.
God!
Waverly, is your foot playing up? Does it hurt?
It hurts so much.
It hurt? Okay. I mean, you wouldn't expect someone to stand and draw a bow with a foot as bad as yours is.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, let's blame it on the foot.
That's it
Oh
couldn't
my
be
God.
anything else. The heart
This is-
obeys command. Chloe, you no longer have the reins.
Well, it's about time he pulls his weight over here. All you're doing is casting thunder. Anyway, so now I'm just holding on to Elmer, I guess. And it's doing very well considering what's going on and what's happened to him today. How high or far away are the ones next to me?
They are 30 feet up at the top of their arc and about to come right back down at you. So if you wait till the end of the turn, they'll be very close.
Okay, so knowing that Valandra still feels awful safe over there with her Shield of Faith, I'm going to bonus action Vow of Enmity and give myself advantage. And I'll just point at the first one closest to me and be like, you come down here, and I'll ready an action to smack it with my warhammer if it comes close to me.
It is going to, but we'll find out what happens there in just a moment. Valandra, 30 feet above, birds have reached the top of their arc and are coming back to you. What are you
Okay. Since I believe it's the only non-cantrip AoE that I have, I will cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Yay! Woo!
Spirit Guardians go up. Any bonus action for you?
Does anyone need healing? I don't think so.
No, we're all fine.
Guess I've been doing
I'm
really
the
well for this.
Only one who's hurt? Okay, yeah. Nope. No bonus action.
All right. So at the top of the turn order, the Peritons descend unaware of the spiritual guardians that await and the wind-up of the hammer from Chloe. So, let's start with Chloe's Periton. What's happening there? Maybe a little hammer?
Little hammer.
Little hammer? With advantage, I think? Uh-oh.
Jesus.
Oh. No, a 12 is not enough. They're
Should I
just
take a reroll? Do you
too
guys mind if I
small.
take? Because that
Take a
was
reroll,
really
Go
sad.
ahead.
Do it.
Go ahead.
I wasn't gripping it with the right hand. I'm holding it with the. Oh, sweet. Okay.
14 is enough.
14's enough, though. That does tack damage on to the Periton.
And I'm gonna tack some more damage. What the hell?
Okay.
Because divineness is coming through me. I'm feeling
Divineness, it flows through you. Does that make your normal attack magical, or is the 10 bludgeoning still standard? Do you happen to know?
it. Standard, I think.
Okay.
Take that.
Ooh, that is a total of 16 points of taking that, it does.
Just like when we used to play sports ball, Joey. Bowie.
Those slips are getting more frequent. The Peritons respond with their attacks, talons swinging towards Chloe. 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, those.
Do both get you?
Yep, they do.
All right. And because they have dove 30 feet towards you, an additional wonka damage. An additional 26 wonked damage.
So that's 41?
41 points of damage dealt from the two Peritons.
A quick question. Am I the only person who can't see the Peritons on the turn order?
They are not in the turn order. They're just going at the bottom of the order.
Okay.
Yep. And I did not actually add them. Because they are moving in concerted form.
Joey, thunder over here now. Ow.
And that brings up 4 Peritons that are descending into a horde of spiritual guardians. Wisdom saving throw, typewriter style. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're not so
enough.
great. That's 11 points across the board, and they are slowed, which means
Can they not reach me?
they reach you exactly.
And they can't get back
and
up.
Can't get away. They are all
Yes.
now clustered about Valandra.
Are they like 5 feet above me, or are they?
They are on you. They are.
Can
Okay.
They are.
can they
crawled
stay
you.
in the air? If there's
They are slowed, but they are still able to move.
And you lost my shield of faith, too.
So, 4
Ooh,
sets
okay.
of talons. 1, 2, 3, 4. I
The
think
third
20
one will
went to
hit.
it. And they did technically dive the required speed despite the slowing effects, which adds an additional 11, so 22 points of damage
Oof.
from that eager Periton, but now they are right there. Talace, would you like to capitalize on this in any way?
They're right down on level, aren't they?
They are just like looking really surprised, flapping right next to Valandra. Eye level.
Well, fuck.
Yep. You can't hit them without hitting me.
Or Waverly, or the other rando person in there. So,
Oh, rando person. That's Fight Us.
I can't see the name. That person does not have a name, as far as
Yeah,
I
it
can tell.
doesn't have a name.
Nope.
So.
Nope. Can't see it.
What?
Rando McCart dude.
Fight Us.
Well,
Fight Us and his good buddy Megas.
God damn it.
Talace runs up and
and attacks the weakest looking one that's in front of me.
Ooh, right in front of you, absolutely. 12, not gonna do it though.
I feel lucky.
Do you? Okay.
I do. I feel lucky. Damn.
That's
that
another
lucky.
12. It's a 12 on the nose. So 12 and 12, still a miss. Talise, anything else?
No.
All right.
I can't really do anything else.
Dusk atop your magnificent steed-ish. What you doing?
Okay. So first I just want to look around. Aside from the Peritons that we're currently dealing with right now, are there any more that seem to be approaching?
Yes, there are others descending and causing havoc amongst the entire line, though you have drawn the lion's share of them, and the results of your fight are likely to influence how the rest of the caravan does in a weird metagame kind of way.
Okay. So I would be better off just fighting the ones here than trying to go off and shoot
Yes.
the others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the
All right.
background, battle is happening, but, you know.
By fighting the ones here, you are indirectly fighting the other ones.
Yes.
Cool. Good to know. Okay. So
Because that's how
assuming
fighting
we're-
works.
assuming we're all still fighting and moving at the good pace, I'm going to
Yep.
see if I can guide the heart closer or even leap over Melandra to her other side. So we can kind of surround the Peritons when they sleep back down again.
Okay, so
They
we'll-
are on the ground right now.
Oh, they're still
They are
down.
down.
They're
Yeah,
on the
I
ground.
slowed them.
Oh,
Yep,
perfect.
They're right there. But if you do wish to try and jump over them, you may. That seems dangerous, though.
That would give you attacks of opportunity.
Is there enough room to run around them is the question, because these carts are all in the way.
No.
You could not get around. You would have to dismount to get up between the cart and Talise and get at it.
Okay.
Which may be for the best.
Yeah.
You know,
You
you
can't
say
keep- you can't keep the
say
hind.
that, but you could keep the hind.
I mean, one, I love them. And then two, I still want to protect the thing in case something comes back. But I'm gonna dismount for the time being after like patting it on the back and hop over and just
But yeah, you're protecting it by not bringing it closer.
Yeah, exactly. And since there's actually a convenient spot here, I'm just gonna scoot on over and just start punching the bejesus out of everything.
All right. As you dismount the hind and you give it a quick pat, please roll me an animal handling. Your DC is a 19. If you do better, it stays. If
Oh
you do
my
worse, it goes.
Oh boy, may all the gods.
Do you have inspiration?
I do. I've been like stocking up inspiration since I started this series. I've never used it once.
Are you sure you really want to use this on keeping an animal that doesn't belong with us at all?
Yes.
Have you
It's
met
not
her?
a second of it.
She wouldn't be Dusk if she didn't try to adopt everything she sees.
True.
But abandon it, but then try to adopt it.
What's up, Kobold?
Like every
Oh, hi, abandoned kobold in the bottom of the map.
yeah.
Look, Harry.
Oh gosh, we never even
Time
put him on the
he's
turn order.
staying.
He could have been helping.
I know,
He
but
could
I'm
fly.
Or running like he would.
How big in air quotes did you put around helping when you said that? But our golden-hearted friend is very skitterish and very scared and wants to run unless a 19 or better is made on this animal handling. Dusk.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm definitely gonna use inspiration.
All right, inspiration applied. So please roll animal handling with advantage.
Oh, I hope this works.
Oh,
Oh,
so very close.
So close.
But he looks back with a thankful look, tears glistening in his eyes as he darts away. Dusk, you still have some movement. You could go wrestle him down, or you could deal with this Periton.
I'm not gonna force him.
Okay,
I'm scared
Periton.
already.
Puritans are in front of you, just waiting to help ease your anger.
It's like, okay, I gotta protect my buddy. So time to let's go for the one right in front of me, and I'm just gonna do a flurry of blows and see how
Ooh.
far this can get me.
Sure.
So that's 4 attacks.
That's
Yep.
a lot.
If I have extra, I can just fight the other one.
14 is a hit, and I don't think your attacks are magical yet. I think that happens at like 6th level.
Yeah.
Okay, so standard bludgeoning attack, but please roll me damage. 9's a good hit, but it gets down to 4. How about an extra roll? 21's a big hit. Let's see some damage. 6, still wearing them away. A lot of feathers on these guys.
Oh, boy.
More damage. 17's a hit. How about some damage? That's a big damage. Still flying, though.
Okay.
One more like that will do him in.
Hopefully.
22 is a hit. Not enough!
Oh, he's at 1, isn't he?
He is at 1.
Oh, that's very
Technically, he's at a half. But
That's fine. He'll go down at the beginning of his turn at my Spirit Guardians. So
he probably will. Which is going to bring us to...
Wisdom save is half, so there's no way he won't.
You got it. Valandra, did I remember to make you make your Constitution check? Did I hit you while that was up?
What?
Did I hit you while that was up?
Oh, you did. Right.
Please give me a Constitution saving throw. Sorry about that.
Okay.
But Dusk, as your attacks are exhausted, Joey, what are you doing? Spirit Guardian's still in effect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over and be like, wow, that's a lot of dive. Why is there nobody on the golden heart? And then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this guy here.
Okay.
The weaker one.
The weaker
to the
one.
East of our cart.
Yep. That's a hit. That's a lot of damage. The weaker one is not weaker anymore. It is no longer extant.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and plug the next bolts into the one closer.
Yep. 23 for 5.
A little bit less gas. I'm gonna kind of slide over to this side and be like, move down that way.
No,
so who's holding the
we'll
reins?
let
at
Elmer
this point?
go. No.
Oh yeah, who's holding the reins?
Well, he only needs
Joey-
one hand to attack stuff, so.
No, Joey was flying on the reins. I just wondered because now he's dangling off the side of the cart.
Oh boy.
But as things start to get complicated there, I'm going to ask for a particular thing to happen. So as we've been jostling around, we've been moving through this muddy area. We've been causing all sorts of havoc and damage. The horses have been jerking left and right. Peritons coming out of the sky. I think we need to find out whether a particular wheel on a particular cart
Yes.
was weakened.
I hope he had sticky fingers in there, Baverly.
So, what I would like to say is,
Oh God.
Yeah.
so, Chloe, on behalf of Elmer's Kick, would you please roll me 1d8? If you roll a 3 or higher, the wheel breaks.
Let me just point out before I roll this that I am no longer directly behind and going quickly. I am off
you
to the
say
left.
that, but you look...
This terrain, it seems unchanging. It's weird. I don't get it. All right. Oh, it's a really well-built cot.
There's a patwang, and the metal runner along the outside of the wheel springs off, but the wood holds stable.
Maybe next time. And she'll just, try not to be looking directly at it and smiling.
Dawn, what you got?
Are there any more of them?
Akreni starts directing you. It seems a little shady the direction he's aiming you. maybe more towards a heart than a Harrington.
He's gonna fire.
Okay. Please, at the heart, please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, what? What's he doing? What's he doing?
What are you doing?
He's
So Acrony's like holding your arm like you would like a pool cue.
Like
you can feel his head lean down on your arm. He's got your finger pointed, like he's got you lined up. He's like, now.
Pretend to trip.
Yeah, I was. Can he deception like they're still moving, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're moving on. You can deception
just,
and like crook your finger.
Just kind of like fumble a bit, like he's jostling and like fumbles and like shoots
Sure.
the sky instead.
Please roll me a deception. Your DC is a only a 5 this time. But if you fail, because you're trying to pretend, he will have yoinked your hand just at the right time to get you lined up with the heart. So please, deception 5 or better.
I don't think he can fail.
Wow! You tried really hard to fail.
So what's that, wisdom?
So no, you're fine. You're okay.
Oh.
You cannot you do not have the auto fail technique. But your shot goes off. Please roll an attack on the Perryton closest to you. The 11, no. The 15 strikes home.
Nice.
14 points. That's a lot of damage. That
The
will
first
clear
one
out.
kind of sort of goes in the right direction and then just kind of like veers off.
So
I would.
Granny's like, oh, this is harder than I thought. You gotta lead a little bit.
I wish the first one just accidentally hit the wheel on the cart.
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't do that to you. Maybe next round. Dawn, anything else for you?
Okay, real quick, like dismissing a spell, like if he was going to dismiss Edgar so Edgar could fly faster and then like can he do that in one round?
Yeah, dismisses a you just
free action?
Yep.
Okay, so Edgar's going to poof small, zip over this way with his, let me just double check real quick. Wait, that's where he was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he will get to here, and he will get big again, and then next round start attacking things.
Sounds good. Waverly. All of a sudden, the Perrytons are very close.
This guy still has hit points there?
He still has a teeny tiny little bit.
Well, let's see.
You wouldn't have to shoot him.
he is going to die automatically on my turn.
Oh. But I
You do-
can't
Or you can
stab it.
die gloriously right now. I mean, you've got two choices.
Let me have this. I have done nothing of any use in this battle. Let me have this. Poor thing.
Waverly like gestures to the broken foot, like, I can't do anything else.
Aw.
Okay.
All right.
Why? Why would you put so much strain on your obviously hurt foot? Waverly, I'm sorry to ask, but do you have anything else?
Only my shame.
You've gone soft, Waverly. You've been sleeping in silk for too many days. They told you it would happen. The golden heart springs
Danger
away.
Mountain no more.
Yes. Gone all noble on us. Chloe.
Oh, poor honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip the as my free action, I'm gonna take the reins back from Joey and scoot over a little, but like just a little. His like left butt cheek can be on the seat. And then I'm gonna second wind as my bonus action, cause ow. And I will dodge, because this episode brought to you by the dodge action.
Fair enough. As Chloe shifts back and forth on the seat, wiggling like a fiend, Valandra. There are peritons all over.
There are. I will Word of Radiance.
All right. That's probably going to do some hurting. This guy is just gone. You don't.
I mean, if he makes his save, he doesn't take any from that. But I guess he's gone.
Yeah, but then he'd be gone.
Yeah,
in 1 second,
right.
So we're not even going to talk about him.
That's
You guys actually have almost a chance. So let's see what we got here. So left to right. No. That's no.
No.
Okay. Well, technically, he's still alive.
Until his turn.
This could go well for him. And now it's his turn. So how about a Spirit Guardians, please?
Well, I as my bonus action,
okay.
I was going to Healing Word on Chloe.
I think she would appreciate that. So please go ahead and roll.
You can take 9. Sorry, I rolled minimum.
Chloe will do
And
one of
then
those,
these-
like, my eyes, your eyes thing.
And then can I have that Spiritual Guardian?
You may.
Yeah, that's not him anymore. All right. So that leaves one Periton
Or
threatening.
actually, that's
Yep.
probably too late. I was going to ask, would it have been possible for me to move around? Never mind. That still wouldn't have been in range.
Okay.
We're good.
Yep, you got it. And with that, the lone Periton threatening swings back around, clawing with talons at Chloe. I don't think a 13's going to do.
How the hell? Get away from me! Joey's right here! Look, he's just as tasty.
Am I though? Really?
Some people saw your sparkly bits. They liked them. I don't know.
I might be more convenient, but I don't know if I'm more tasty.
Yeah. So Periton back in the air, 30 or so feet above. It looks as though it is done with this effort. But before it can get out of range, you guys do have an option to do some things. Talise, are you doing anything to this Periton who just wants to be left alone now?
It should have thought of that before. We would have liked to have been left alone too.
You know?
But we didn't get what we wanted, so.
How far up is it?
About 30 feet above Chloe.
30 feet above Chloe.
Mhm.
I want to use that spell because it will run from us, and then you guys can't kill it. All right, let's have some overkill.
Okay.
I will, since it's 30 feet above Chloe, she's perfectly safe. She's gonna have a nice little thunderstorm happening above her, 30 feet above her head.
Totally normal this time of year.
Absolutely normal. Shatter
Okay.
happening.
All right.
Let's throw out a 3rd level spell, guys.
Yoicks.
25
25 points of damage. That's a lot of damage. Let's see if it shrugs any of that off. It does not.
Cool, because I was gonna roll luck. if it would have.
But
I don't have to.
you feathers remain, keeping it aloft. The Periton still in motion. Talise, any bonus action for you?
Everyone looks okay now. So instead of that, I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna get out from behind the cart that's barreling on. That will put me right there.
Okay. That's going to bring us to dusk. Dusk, with it already 30 feet in the air and far away, I don't know that there's a way you can get to it. Do you have any special ideas?
You're gonna try and catch up to the hind?
Yeah, I was gonna go after the heart because one, I can't
Heart.
do anything in terms of height without the heart's help. I don't
Okay.
think. And then
It-
two, I still just want to make sure it's okay.
It has taken off and running, and some of the Peritons have wheeled away from the
Oh, no.
caravan.
It's still
But if you are chasing it, It's a very fast animal, and you are quite quick. You will probably be quite a distance away from the caravan before you catch up. Do you wish to take to pursuit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it under control.
Dusk launches off across the muddy ground. Joey.
Seriously, Dusk.
Like, I
Have
mean,
you-
hey, I'm
have
telling
you-
you just
have
don't
you
come
met
back
her?
because if you bring that threat back to this caravan line, it's gonna be bad.
I mean, police will also be mad at you, but for a completely different reason.
I'm blowing the last thing out of the sky with the first one. With the second
Oh,
one.
no. Yes. Got cocky there. It was like the dice said, no, you're not. So, Harrington's up and down the line have been fought off. Many a scratch and gash has been acquired. But with the warnings and the carts in motion and the primary focus being the heart, it seems that there were no fatalities amongst those attacked. But somebody has left the group at high speed. And I think we'll pick up and resolve some of those concerns that may come up throughout the week. But I'll ask now, is anyone following at high speed?
Dawn is gonna go legit blind and send Edgar after her just to see what the fuck she's doing.
Okay.
There's
There's
no healthy horses for Talace to steal, so she's never gonna be able to catch them.
I mean, there are healthy horses. They're pulling wagons, and there's other horses around. So
Yeah.
you could flat out just take a horse. Asking permission might take a little too long, but
That would getting it unhitched from the wagon's gonna take too long. I mean,
there are horses unhitched. I mean, there are people riding horses. You could just grab someone, throw them on the ground, take their horse, and go. If you want to.
There are. You said that there are Peritons going after the heart.
There are Peritons that are leaving the caravan to pursue the heart.
Okay, since Dusk is running into danger, Volandra will knock someone off a horse and go after her.
yeah, Talace is gonna do the same thing because I mean, I have a legitimate reason to do this out of character, but also in character.
So, how fast exactly is Dusk going? Are you like Tabaxi ridiculousness?
Okay.
Yeah, just me.
Or
So the heart moves in excess of 120 per round.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's fast.
Dusk moves in excess of 90 plus per round.
dashing Edgar could hit 100, and if he could like get in front of her and just get like in her face and just start squawking and like just make her stop.
So Dusk would have a head start. So it'll take 9 rounds or so for Edgar to catch up at 10 feet or so. It's there. So they're 1,000 feet out before you even start to get Edgar caught up. And we'll work on some math throughout the week. But Volandra, as you walk up to someone, you're like, I'm going to knock you off. They're like, no, don't kill me. Take the horse, please. No problem.
Oh,
At
excellent.
least the negotiations might take an extra second or two, but you're pretty forceful
Can I
when
do
you
it?
want
Can
to
I
be.
just do an intimidation? Like use like I have thunderclap. I can just make myself look very electrified and just be like, get down.
Yeah, give me an intimidation roll. Absolutely.
Does the
Don't botch.
thunderclap give her advantage?
It's pretty low. So.
Luck. Damn you!
Oh, look! Well, that's a 12. That's at least a 12. So let's see here. It does.
I didn't even need the luck.
You got
It
it.
helps.
So off the horse they go. They're like, okay, we saw what you were doing. Just do your thing. We'll walk. So that is Volandra. That is Talace. Is anyone else sprinting out into the distance?
Yeah, moving fast is not my thing.
Really? Not you?
Not really my thing either.
Can I also cure wounds myself as we're chasing after on the horse?
Yes, once you're on the horse and you have an action to yourself, yes, you can.
Okay, because ow,
Yes. All right.
That's
so,
better.
Talace, Valandra, and Dusk will have a special adventure time throughout the week. We'll do a little chatting on that one, and then pick up from there, because I think we've ticked over to 9 o'clock, and I want to thank everybody for playing.
Woo!
I hope you guys had fun with your Perryton attack and the associated troubles that you encountered this morning, which used up the ads you had stocked up. So you guys are back down to no ads due to difficulty. Congratulations on motivating all those folks to get the cart in motion, because there were a lot more Perrytons that would have been attacking you if you had not been on the move.
I was wondering if that was why there was so many Perrytons.
Well, there were so few Perrytons because you were.
No, I know. I meant the ads. Why you said there were 40 of them?
Oh, so yes, there were. There were 40 total Perrytons that could have been coming to deal with you. But as far as your actual ads go, you had Dame Fidelity, quite aggressive and killing a horse in front of you, which you decided to resolve with a heap of gold rather than any aggressive action other than breaking her cart and potentially causing the death of hundreds by causing a cart collision in the midst of fleeing from Perrytons. Who would do such a thing? But along with that, you had your evil pumpkins, which were dangerous, but you guys are really hardy. You had some people who were commenting and recognizing some delicate derrieres. And perhaps that will come up a bit later. We had our Golden Heart, who, should things have been taken in a monetary suggestion, get me that animal, would have been a potential challenge for you. And a few other things that cropped up along the way. Burning up those ads and getting us back down to even keel. So I'm going to go grab my drink. I'm going to kick my cat out of the room, and then I will start doing some math. And
how much money did he offer me for the heart? I'm just curious because I realized I didn't even listen. It wasn't even on the table.
40 gold. So he would have offered you 40 gold to just drop that animal.
All right,
I'm betting it's worth like way more than that.
I'm gonna phase over to tavern talk.
All right, I will be putting on pause, and I'll be back in a minute.